It's summertime and it's time for camp. Marriage Camp from the Stupendous Marriage Show.
Listen up, campers! Heidi-ho there, campers! It's the Stupendous Marriage Show. I'm Stu Gray.
Hey, I'm Lisa Gray.
And this is Marriage Camp! Woo! Yes, we're having a good time, summertime, doing something different for the show. If you're just joining us, usually we answer questions from couples, and you can always send us an email with your question at onair@stupendousmarriage.com. But for the summertime, we figured kids shouldn't be the only ones who go to camp. So we're doing something different, a little bit shorter shows on topics like communication and teamwork and parenting and your mindset and sexy times. We're covering those topics. We're calling them badges, and every tool, tip, or trick will fall under one of those categories for every camp session that we do this summer.
We're really excited to be doing something different this summer. We hope you're enjoying it too. So today we're going to talk about a tool for your team badge. Being on the same team together as husband and wife, I think is so significant, especially in the busy schedules and busy seasons of our lives. And today we are talking about budgets for your summer. Nobody wants to talk about money and nobody wants to talk about budget. But the fact is summer is almost as expensive as Christmas. There's been studies done where people spend almost as much money over the summer as what they do during the Christmas season. So really, if you don't take time to sit down and decide on a budget, whether that budget is traveling budget, vacation money, or whether it's, hey, how many movies are we going to see over the summer? How many times are we going to go out to dinner? Is there any kind of framework in which we're going to decide what we're going to do? You can be at the end of the summer and all of a sudden you've accrued all this debt or spent way too much money and didn't even realize it.
How many ice creams are you going to buy from the ice cream truck that comes through the neighborhood
Exactly.
all summer long?
Hey, $3 and $4 a pop, it adds up.
It does. It really does. And I am not a great budget person. When we started doing budgeting, I did go all in and figured out how to do it. We went through Dave Ramsey's program. That was very helpful for us. We always talk about having common words and phrases. We didn't have that coming into our marriage. We didn't have a common language around money because I did money so different than you. Mm-hmm. So a framework for doing a budget was super helpful, and it doesn't have to be difficult. But finding someone who offers some sort of framework for a budget, if you've never done one, is very helpful, especially during this crazy time of summer.
Yeah. And, when you're thinking about it, think about the camps. Like if you have kiddos and they're going to camps can get expensive. And so how many camps are your kids going to do? How many times are you going to go out of town? Getting a hotel and flying somewhere and rental cars and all those things can really add up. So just slowing down before summer gets too far in and going, hey, hold up, wait a minute. What are we going to do for this summer? And really planning out a little bit more of when you're going to be going places, when the kids are going to be going to camps, even going to friends' houses and doing sleepovers and all that. Those things can cost money if the friends' parents are taking them to the water park or something. And all of those things are fun and great and amazing, but just making sure that you have money set aside and that you as husband and wife are on the same page about what's happening is the most important part.
One of the things Dave Ramsey talks about is the envelope system, and I don't know if he still does that, but setting aside a specific amount of money for a specific area of your life. Be it food, groceries, be hanging out, spending money, saving money, giving money, putting money in each of those areas. And when the money is gone, you don't spend any more money there. And so for your budget for summer, this is what eating out is going to be. This is the budget. This is how much money we've got for the month. Hey, when it's gone, it's gone. This is the budget for ice cream pops from the ice cream truck. And when that money is gone for the month, you don't get any more rocket pops, which is really sad because those are the best.
Yeah, that's your opinion. Anyways, honestly, and if you have kids, that's a great lesson you can teach them. I know you're joking about the ice cream truck,
sure.
But man, if you had an envelope that was like, this is all the ice cream truck money you're going to have either for the month or the week or the summer.
It's a great learning tool.
It's a great learning tool to be able to say, hey guys, do you really want ice cream today? Because you just had it yesterday and you just had it on Saturday. So maybe you should wait until next week because otherwise you're not going to be able to have any for several weeks. And it just makes your kiddos learn to think about when they're spending money and if it's the right time to spend it.
It shows them the value of dollars and cents. In our life, we use our debit card a whole lot. And you don't see the dollars and cents a whole lot. So if you put the real cash into a real envelope, it's a tangible thing that they can learn from. And you go, hey, we don't just always whip out the little debit card to pay for everything. There is real money attached, and we spend real money on real things. I think in our culture, a lot of times we don't get to see that because everything has become so debit card friendly. I mean, we don't usually use cash that much, but that might be a great learning tool.
Absolutely. Just again, being intentional to slow down. And then as a couple, you really want to get to the end of summer and be like, look what we did, babe. Like we, for the first time ever, maybe, we sat down and we decided what we were going to spend on our trips and on our camps and our eating out. And now we don't have a high credit card bill. Now we aren't having to allocate money from other places to be able to cover the money we spent that maybe we shouldn't have.
So hopefully this tip will help you with your teamwork badge this summer, and we will talk to you for the next camp session coming up.
See ya.